Hello folks and welcome back to Wise Gamer. Okay, this video is going to be very intensive. It might be a little long, but I have something in this video that I've been meaning to cover. I just wanted to make sure that I did enough research so I'm not looking like an ass. But again, a lot of this stuff can change as the game goes on. Now we are playing Legion's beta again for World of Warcraft, and again the actual live game comes out August 30th. Okay, now they did just implement in this game a PvP server. Okay, and so this video we're going to be touching all about the changes that WoW has made with PvP, with the PvP system in this game, and it's huge. It's a huge change. It's probably one of the biggest changes in this game ever since they came out with this game. Okay, so Legions is going to have a big change in the PvP system, and in this video, I'm going to try to explain the best I can of how this is going to work, so everybody has an understanding for it. I know there's a lot of people still in the live game and even in beta asking how is this stuff going to work. Okay, so basically, like I said, I did a lot of research over the last couple of days, and now I want to share it with you guys. Okay, and I'm going to try to do this very basic, where you don't have to be a super duper 12-hour a day PvP to understand what I'm saying. Okay, so again, I've been doing PvP in this game ever since day when I started playing back in 2006. Although I never was really big into ratings, I did get some pretty good ratings in BC, and I was able to get some of the higher gears from that. But anyways, the first thing I want to go over right now is just to let you know that there is a PvP server now in the game, and when you make a tune, okay, you're going to come into the game already with all the bells and whistles, okay, because it is for testing, and testing doesn't last 6 months. It only lasts for 1 or 2 months, and they have to do this so that we could experiment with what things are going to be like when we get to that level in the game. So I am 110. I'm the guy coming right into the game, okay, and I do have all my talents, and then I have my honor talents, which I'm going to be getting into pretty soon. Okay, and they did give us automatically the artifact weapons. Okay, so we do come in with the artifact weapons. I think these are artifact weapons. Let me see. Yeah, yep. And they give us all the artifact powers already activated. Okay, now playing on the PvE server, you gotta earn all these. Okay, but for on the PvP server, it already comes loaded, and it even gives you some foods and stuff like that to heal up with that you normally don't get on the PvE server. The only thing you would need to do on the PvP server that they don't give you is the beam of light that I explained in my last video of how to get back to your class hall. Okay, so if you're interested in getting to your class hall, you are going to have to go through those starting quests at the uh, at the start of the game, and we could see that quests are in this game, even though it's a PvP server, because there's the first quest right there. Okay, so you would have to go through this string of quests of about 12 quests or so, to open it up where now you have access to get back and forth to your class hall. Okay, that's the only thing that you really have to work for when it comes to that. But again, seeing they already gave us all of the artifact powers and stuff, there's really no need for you to go out there unless you just want to check it out. Okay, about the honor points and conquest points in Legions. There is going to be no more conquest points. You're just going to be making honor points, and the honor points are not really used to up your gears anymore. There are not going to be any PvP gear vendors. Pretty much the gears in this game all operate pretty much the same, pretty much is what Blizzard's saying. Okay? So there's no particular gear sets now needed if you want to do PvE and PvP. You could do both with the same set of gears. But now that I look at my guy, we're going to see that he does have actual, I think these are PvP gears, because anything that says combatant in it or anything of that nature is usually considered a PvP piece. But of course, there is no PvP power anymore, and there is no resilience in the game. And the amount of gears that you get, like in other words, they gave us this set starting off in the PvP server for beta. They gave us all a set of 8, 10 gears, along with our artifact weapons that we need. Okay, so my actual item level right now is 806. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, if you haven't researched this, then what good is it of us working on points now, honor points, and things of that nature? Well, the honor points is what's going to open up your honor talents. These are additional talents that are going to work along with your actual talent system that every class has. Okay? But anybody who does PvP now is going to have honor talents. This is what's going to give you the upper hand against a PvEer in a PvP situation now. Okay? They're trying to do what they can to balance this game out. We're going to see how this is going to work. Okay? So normally a PvEer is only going to have their given class talents, but a PvPer is going to have both. But the honor talents will only work, of course, in a PvP actual situation. I did read in World it should work also, but now in the up-to-date notes, I'm not noticing anything about the World, so I'm not really 100% sure about that right now. Okay? But your honor talents will kick in. They should for a duel, for BGs, and, of course, for arenas. Most of these, which is cool, so you don't need tons of boss space, okay? A lot of them are mostly passives, okay? Along with your artifact power spills too. Most of those are passives. You don't actually have to use them, which is pretty cool. You just earn them. You pick the one that you want to get, okay? And you can pretty much forget about it, and it's just automatically going to kick in along with your normal talents. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. Back to the gearing. Okay, the gears will make somewhat of a difference, but not really. Okay, at least that's what Blizzard is claiming at the moment. Okay, in other words, right now in the live game, right from say vanilla right up till to Warlords of Draenor, which we're playing right now on the live version of the game, okay, there can be a huge increase if there's two people fighting against each other and one's got a higher set of gears composed to the other person, okay? So if that person, say I'm 806 and I'm fighting somebody with an 830 item level, okay, every 10 that you go up is only going to give you a 1% increase. So that person that I'm fighting, that's 30 above me, is only going to have a 30%, a 3% increase. Again, just a 3% increase from their gearing. But in a PvP situation, if they're a PvEer, they're not going to have their honor talents, and I am. So that's going to give me a little bit of a boost, and the gearing's not really going to matter now. Okay? Now, years ago in the game, we also had better gears for people that achieved a rating in the game from arenas of 1800 plus. In BC, I believe it was called the Gladiator, the Brutal gears. Okay? And what that is that it's some gears like weapons and things of that nature that was higher gears than what a normal conquest person would have equipped. Okay, and I actually have a demonstration of that right now. Okay, so here I am back on the live game on my Warlock. Okay, and I'm in the Dollar and Sewers. Okay, the Dollar and Sewers is where they have the PvP vendors for all kinds of levels throughout the game, except for the last couple current levels. But anyways, as we know, in the last couple of years, or the last couple of X packs, if high rating players got a high rating again, the gears that they bought with those ratings was not any stronger stat wise than the actual conquest gears that a non-raider would have. Okay, so all it was the looks of the gears. They looked better, so it gave them some pride by walking around with a gear set that just happened to look better than what the stock conquest gears usually look like. But back at BC and Vanilla, that was different. If you had a higher rating, okay, we're going to see that there's actual differences between the two, okay, compared to what things are going to be like. And it's kind of going back to this again from what I understand, but there is not going to be any PvP vendors that we're going to be buying gears from, okay? But anyways, we could see here that this is a 154 item level wand, okay? Now, if I click on this guy, he's got the brutals, and you notice that the item level and the stats should be a little bit higher. They're 159, okay? So if somebody ended up with a whole set of these, they would have 159s composed to the normal conquest, which was 154. Okay, so that's what I wanted to just kind of show you guys if nobody's ever played PvP back then. Okay, so they're going to kind of go back to that again, but again, there is not going to be any gear vendors in the game. Okay, and here we are back on the beta on my level 110. So now you're probably asking yourself, well then what gives? How do we get these gears? If there's no PvP vendors, how do we get them? It's going to be through strong boxes. Okay? The higher your rating goes, the better the strong box drop the gear inside will be. Okay? But that's basically going to be it. But it's not going to be that huge spread anymore just to kind of balance everything out. You're only going to be with those gears maybe like 2% higher if you have the full rating gears of say 1800 plus, and you're fighting somebody who's got no rating. Okay, your gears are going to be better from the strong boxes that they give you, but it's not going to be where the other person has to go hide. Okay, because again, both you guys are going to have your new honor skills. Okay, and that's really what Blizzard's using instead of the gears this time to balance out how the game's going to work. So again, it's mainly the honor talents. That's going to make one person probably stronger than the other person if they balance the classes out from the get-go better this time. Okay, so in other words, if I only have 2 lines here and I'm fighting somebody that's got all 6, that person with all 6 should be stronger than I am. Okay, no matter what gears I'm wearing, that should not matter. Now the next thing I want to show you guys too is this full thorough video. So okay, now I just made this tune and named them anything just for this demonstration for this video, and then I'm probably going to delete them. But for people with the ratings, if you do get a high rating through arenas or rated battlegrounds in this game, okay, or whatnot, of course they're going to get, like I said, better gear drops and titles and things like that at the end of each season, like Blizzard has been doing. So now, for the people that don't go for the ratings, but they still work hard, and they just don't have the time to, or they just don't care about that side of the game. They just enjoy doing PvP, and they don't have the partners to get the ratings with all the time. Okay? Blizzard has also thought of that too. And you might be asking yourself, how do I get anything special in this game once I got all my honor talents up to 50? Okay? It's called prestige. And what prestige is going to do, once you build up all your talents and you click on this button right here, it's going to delete them. Your honor level will be reset to 1. You will lose access to all your honor talents until you earn them again. So we're going to hit rank up, and it's going to put me into prestige level. It should be 2. Okay, you're going to get a couple of achievements for doing it, but now you lost your honor talents. Now you have to re-earn them all over again. Okay? Once you earn them back, I don't know how many times you could go up in prestige level. Maybe you could go up 10 times. I'm not really 100% sure about that. I can't find really any information about how many times you could do this. But pretty much once you reset it and things like that, you're going to get a lot of rewards for doing so once you build them back up again. Okay? They're going to be the same type of talents. And they're not going to be really, I don't think, any stronger. But you're going to get cool things for doing so. You're going to get a title for one. You're going to get special mounts in the game that you could only get by doing this. Okay? And things of that nature. So this is a little thing that they added to the game for guys that don't get the ratings. That once they fill up their prestige levels, they could keep doing that and getting better rewards that are more, you know, bragging rights and things of that nature. If you enter a battleground with a prestige level 2, you're going to have a badge next to your name that somebody that's at level, just their first 50 is not going to have. Okay? So that's a lot of the changes that they made as far as that goes. Okay, so we're back on my main, and here's the list right here of actually what that does. If you get your prestige level back up, this is what it's going to give you. A badge based on your prestige level, which appears on the scoreboard in battlegrounds and arenas, as well as on your nameplate and unit frames. Okay. A title also based on your prestige level. A wearable faction pennant. A new appearance to your artifact. So the artifact weapon will look different. And a unique mount and pet. Okay, so that's what that's going to do if you keep upping your prestige level in the game. Okay, now another thing that Blizzard is hoping to gain from this and as players is the reason why they're kind of doing all this is so that they could come out with PvP seasons a lot faster now. Because it shouldn't take us as long to get honor points in the game, or honor skill points, I mean, than it would get in the actual gears. That used to really matter before. Okay, so that's really the main reason why they're doing this, I think. So that we could get titles faster and things of that nature. Okay? Plus, I think it may balance out the game. I'm still a little about it, to be truthfully honest with you, because I just loved buying a piece of gear each week. It was cool. And I never had good luck with the boxes, with the strong boxes. I got 3 PvP tunes that I played in WoD religiously. They're all geared right now, and I never got one drop that I could use from a strong box. Not one. So I hope that they're going to up the luck and match the skills or whatever that piece of gear is with the class that you're playing. Now I did end up getting pieces that I could use once I already bought them. Then the game started giving me gears that I could use, but I didn't need them because I already had them. You know? So this is stuff I gotta see once it goes live, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of this stuff on beta, because I'm somebody that's going to play with my guildies and the friends that I've been playing with the last couple of years. And I don't like to pug them, so I'm probably not going to be doing any arenas and stuff like that on the test. You know? So I'm going to have to see once it goes live how those strong boxes are actually going to work, and if we're all going to have a chance of getting the gears that we want to get. But again, the main thing is it comes down to your honor talents, because the gears are not going to make that big of a difference. at all. So now, just to kind of end this video, I think I kind of went through it a little bit quicker than I pictured. I thought this was going to be like an hour long, but it's probably like 40 minutes. Just to let you guys know, as far as I know, there is no new battlegrounds coming into the game right now, but they are adding 2 new arenas to the game. Okay, so just so you guys know, they are supposed to be adding 2 more arenas to the game, and by what I read about it, they should have, one seems like it's going to have a lot of line of sight, but the other one seems like it's not going to have much at all, because I love battlegrounds without lines of sight, because I do play a warrior and mainly DPSs, so I'm not looking to hide too much. I just want to fight, you know. So we'll see how that goes with the brand new arenas. So I think I covered everything for now, guys. I just wanted to basically give you guys PvP and Legion in a nutshell. Sorry it's kind of boring to watch, because I just wanted to show you guys all these menus, and there was no fighting coverage, but you guys don't need to see me fight. You got plenty of other warriors out there fighting, like Bajaria and Swifty and those guys. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon. We'll keep coming out with these Legion videos and keep you guys posted. Till then, have a great day. Bye-bye.